Women lose testosterone when they go through menopause. Testosterone can help you with libido and orgasmia. It can help with many other things, brain fog leading to osteoporosis, Alzheimer's, muscle mass. All these things are a reason that you should be considering testosterone. Today I'm going to talk to you about testosterone. Testosterone is one of the hormones that all humans have. Some have more than others, but what you may not know is that women, when they're in their 20s, actually produce more testosterone than estrogen. So don't be afraid of testosterone just because it's associated with male. Now, I will tell you a little bit about it before I give you the caveats. There is data to suggest that it helps with low libido and anorgasmia. I will tell you from personal experience that testosterone has definitely helped with that for me. It works on the brain, and there's also anecdotal evidence. A lot of doctors will say that their patients claim they just feel better, they're more energetic, they have less brain fog when they're on testosterone. Testosterone can also contribute to better sleep. It helps with muscle gain. So that is another reason why it has been banned, because, or rather it's put on this restricted list, because many years ago there were some Olympians that used testosterone, extra testosterone, to gain an advantage when they were in the Olympics. So that is why it has this idea of muscle and testosterone. But in fact, it does help with muscle, mood. There's evidence to show that it helps with hot flashes, definitely with keeping your bones stronger. There's even evidence today that suggests that it may help either prevent or reduce the advancement of Alzheimer's. So testosterone is something you definitely want to consider. Now, sometimes doctors will prescribe it by itself. Sometimes if you're already on menopause hormone therapy, estrogen and progesterone, it is in addition to it. So they can be used separately or together. Again, caveat, not a licensed medical provider. You all know that, right? So if you are interested in going on testosterone, your doctor will probably want to test to get a base level of your testosterone. Normally they don't test your hormones, or they shouldn't be testing your hormones, estrogen and progesterone, because they're fluctuating so wildly that it may not be an accurate reading. But for a baseline, they will test your testosterone. And they're looking for, number one, how much testosterone you have, but they're also looking at your free testosterone and your total testosterone. And as I understand it, there is something called SHBG, or your hormone binding globulin, which if you have a very high amount of it, it may mean that the testosterone doesn't take, and you might need a higher dose, or it may not work for you. So it depends on those numbers, and that's why they do testing for that, versus when you get hormone therapy with estrogen and progesterone, you're probably not getting your hormones tested every few months for that, or if you are, you shouldn't be, because there's no need to do it if you're feeling better. The doctor might adjust the amount of estrogen or progesterone that you have based on your symptoms, but they're not going to be doing it based on a measurement. But for testosterone, they do have to be careful, because testosterone for women needs to be given in proper physiological levels. So if your partner, husband, brother has testosterone, do not take them. I actually have a friend that took her husband's testosterone and was so horny she was ready to basically fuck anybody who walked in front of her. I just wanted to take a quick break to ask you, if you're enjoying the show, why not hit the subscribe button? That makes sure that you're notified every time a new episode comes out and when the bonus episodes come out. And if you really want, you can head over to my website and pick up a copy of Your Pleasure Playbook. Now, let's get back to the show. So we don't want to do that, not only because, well, you might want to be that horny, and that's a different conversation, but it can also lead women to have male pattern baldness, hair that can grow on your face, acne. If your doses are too high, that can be a factor. So when women are prescribed testosterone, they need to be prescribed it in a very, very low dose as compared to men. And in the United States, it's only approved for women for low libido. That being said, it is prescribed what they call off-label, because there is no women's dose available. So when you get estrogen or progesterone, for me, I get an estrogen patch. It's a particular dose. I stick it on my belly, and that is it. With testosterone, because there is no FDA approved amount for women, there's no product that actually works just for women. You will get prescribed off-label. It doesn't mean illegal. It just means that the doctor has to figure out how to teeter it for you. And you'll be prescribed, in my case, it's a gel that I put on the back of my leg. There's creams, there's pellets, there's all different ways in which you can get testosterone delivered, but you will be prescribed it off-label, which means your insurance company probably won't pay for it, but it is perfectly safe according to your doctor. You want to make sure that going and getting it somewhere and illegally, you want to make sure you're being prescribed it by a proper medical provider and in the dose that makes sense for you as a female-bodied person for the purpose that you're using it for. In my case, it was to help with anorgasmia. For some people, it will be for libido. The good side effects are that it helps with all these other things: bones, muscles, brain fog, potentially Alzheimer's. These are all really good reasons that you should be talking to your doctor about the possibility of testosterone if your body needs it. I want to just add a little caveat to that fact that it will help with your bones and your muscles. And this is true basically of any medication, even the ones that you take for other symptoms of menopause or anything. If you are not doing the exercise to go along with it, you're not going to have muscle gain or strength in your bones. So testosterone will contribute, but if you never go to the gym, just sit on your ass, chances are it's not going to give you the muscle that you need. But it is really, really important as we age, specifically for women who've been through menopause, not only to continue to lift heavy weight, but to eat a lot of protein. And those are two things that will also help to improve your muscle mass. So in a nutshell, testosterone is a human hormone. We do lose testosterone. Women lose testosterone when they go through menopause. Testosterone can help you with libido and orgasmia. It can help with many other things. Brain fog leading to osteoporosis, Alzheimer's, muscle mass. All these things are a reason that you should be considering testosterone. It can be used supplementally or in addition to estrogen and progesterone, or it can be prescribed by itself. Delivery systems are anywhere from gels to creams to pellets. Pellets is another conversation there. You want to make sure those are compounded, so there's some issues in how you take testosterone in a pellet. I'm not going to address that here, but that is something that you need to know about because it is a hormone that is getting more press, which is the good news because it is okay for women to use it. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, why not subscribe so you can make sure to be notified every time a new episode comes out. And you can head over to my website and get your own pleasure playbook to spice up your sex life. In the meantime, until the next episode, grab your favorite drink and put me on speaker. It is time we broke the silence.